The Lions finally won the game. Wow.
Alright, bro. It's not that serious. It's a league game.
Lord screen. The Giants beat the Bills 42-19.
Oh, they're talking about not running the score. I'm gonna let you put the score. Oh, hell. This is active.
Colts lost to the Titans. Okay.
Alright, I'm about to. Ready to click it?
Mm-hmm.
1, 2, 3. What you wearing?
I can't even see my jersey.
You wearing
All purple.
I never did anybody, but I got something to do with it. I got this piece on my back, carry it like I'm moving.
All right, y'all.
I told him the hunter, like you trying to move it. It was like them in the morning, skipping school, that's true and somebody. I made me some rest in the morning, I had me up by the morning, I had me some breaks by the morning, I had a sister by the morning, I got on a meat on the morning, the rest keep me up on the ocean, I had a in my shoulder, you got to picture me.
I didn't look at your team before I clicked on it.
And we find ourselves at the stadium that played host to Super Bowl 52, the wondrous U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it, this crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Minnesota Vikings.
Let's go, y'all. Play against K Legend, an old foe.
On first and 10, here's Wentz. Buying time to his left. And incomplete to open things up. He was trying to get it to Zach Ertz that time. And now it's second down.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Here's carry number 1 for Jordan Howard.
Go, Jordan.
Maneuver at the 40. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled
The other element of the game.
Hidden yardage in the game. That's
running.
going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
That's crazy.
Now Wentz throwing on second down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue. So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now it's the Boise State alone. Jay Ajayi. And getting this just shy of midfield. They'll spot it at the 49. It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
And complete to Zach Ertz. That one goes for 24 yards.
Such a valuable commodity to have a tight end who can run and get open. How about what he just did there? Worked his way from right to left across the field and found his way free.
Oh!
And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup.
Whoever was that was already falling.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
On second down,
Cameron Meredith.
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Cameron Meredith, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have taken the early lead.
Just signed a new contract.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Elliott now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 to 40.
We've got to play different
at about the
defense now.
23-yard line.
All right, we'll see this Haskins thing. This will take the time.
Detroit!
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive.
Oh, the fact I said a corner blitz.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one goes for 24 yards.
Wow, I said a corner
Defense gives up a
blitz.
touchdown on the opening drive. Offense, you got to want to get out there and get those points back right now.
And that's a sharp throw there to get this drive off to a good start.
The fuck?
Detroit!
And now we tried to play this don't.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
Oh!
He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one's good for 16, and the drive will continue.
What's the play? And then the lineman goes to the
have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Wide open receiver complete.
Better play busted coverage.
Inside the 15 before they drop it. That one goes for 24 yards. First red zone chance now for the Vikings. They have a 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line. He'll drop to throw. Escaping the pressure right. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And here he'll get it down to 7.
I hit throwing 4 for 4. I don't see the inaccuracy yet.
And that'll bring up second down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll look to throw. His pass caught at the 4. And he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Laquan Treadwell. His first touchdown
I should have just hit him.
Campaign. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
They go play action here on first down. Looking right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Brandon looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Back to the air on second down. Wentz. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete.
They could game catch the ball in the backfield a week ago. They're going to try and involve him in that way in this game as well. But you can tell scouting is taking over. They're making it a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, defensively, they told us, hey, we've got to take him out of the passing game, limit it to just short runs, because he can really impact this offense. Now Wentz on third down.
Ah!
And almost picked off.
Thank you.
I guess the good news for them now is 4th down.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
21. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking
Where's the fucking blitz? Wow, he caught it. Oh, yeah, 6 for 6. This dude.
52 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
Nigel Brown brings him down.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Back-to-back one-yard runs here, so that leaves him with a 3rd down and 8.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
They'll set up a throw.
I'm about to say.
Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
Yeah, when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the 3.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin the drive with a jive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed. And they really want him to be that guy. And that's what they're doing early in this game.
And very little room to maneuver. He'll get this down to about the 39.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half in some of these shorter games.
And that's caught inside the 35. That goes for a gain of 31.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it end without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it. And he got it. They'll run it now out of the gun. He will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
He'll buy some time right. Oh, he's able to
he almost undercut it. That's crazy.
Yeah.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Crazy. He only did undercut the ball.
Looked like the
He's
defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass.
Oh, wow.
And the second wave of
Are you kidding me? He could have blocked
as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Back live with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's the Eagles with the ball. Now it's a Giant. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on 3rd down.
Damn, this play can't get in there. Oh, shit.
Now Wentz. Forced out to his left.
Oh, no!
Try and run for this. He opted to go with a scramble, gets 2 yards, and now it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a 1st down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
And now out comes Minnesota. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. You put it through the post. That's going to help him in contract time. But that offense,
what?
But my one.
I don't know if that helped him in contract time. You could have kicked that one through.
I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Super
I don't know how the fuck he saw.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
They'll look to throw here. Being chased out left.
Nope.
And his pass incomplete.
My good friend, I'm just going to pose the question to you. Did that look like a pass that he should have thrown?
Now, the rookie probably needs to be a little bit more careful in these situations.
Yeah, that throw will turn him into a veteran quicker, but not in the way that he wants. He wants to learn his lessons by making good throws, not throws like that.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Back to throw here.
That should throw me off.
Flushed out right. And he will go down outside of the pocket for a sack. Tried to get away, but could not.
New England playbook.
Fletcher comes. He's the one that gets him down. It'll be a loss of 5, and it'll bring up 4th down. Fielded just inside the 20.
What?
12 yards on the return that time. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10.
I guess, man.
The Eagles offense back out onto the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down awkwardly here. A late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
Throwing his Wentz.
That's a pick. Wow.
And it's intercepted. Picked off near the 34.
Oh! Madden. So I'm just going to run past him.
I should like it.
Wow.
It's a touchdown.
I can't believe I threw that.
Short
wow.
throw, pick six right there.
Damn it.
Linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
He had
anticipation,
pass.
reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and
He
take it in the opposite
actually
direction.
he actually had to wear a
They got the extra point, and that makes it a 17-10 score. The Eagles offense now, they head back on the field. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run with a former Badger. It's Corey Clement, and he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Ben Gideon in on the stop.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Eluding the pressure right.
Oh!
That's off the mark, incomplete.
I should have been through it.
I've liked
That
defensively is
slow.
they've shown them a lot of different looks here in the first half. They come after them. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Shotgun now for Wentz. Aguilar has it. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down.
Yeah,
Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Sliding out of the pocket.
Carson.
Throw's going to be incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the second quarter, a lot of time to change things. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
The Eagles on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Working from the gun, Wentz escaping the pressure right. Got a man open, it's Ertz. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Yep.
Zach Ertz, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up.
He's bad, man.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Dunbar.
And he'll be brought down at the 23, making the 24-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
That's exactly what you're talking about. Wow, it was nowhere near him. I see exactly what you're talking about. That was nowhere near him.
5-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away. And that means your defense. They've got to go out there and sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
12 yards there as they move the chains.
Please. Quarterback. Well, he didn't overthrow the first time.
Right back to him on first down.
Oh, curl up.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turn around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a gain. If they don't, oftentimes it's not a very successful play.
So 2 minutes to go in a wild first half. More from Minneapolis after this. Wentz to throw on second down. Flush to his right.
Oh, damn.
Got him in.
Whoa!
Inserts. Touchdown, Philadelphia. 3 touchdown passes now for Carson Wentz.
I thought he threw that bitch out of bounds. Oh, he's going to pick it off. 1 to 2.
And he's able to put it through.
Oh, Madden. He overthrows him. My DB's faster. Gets the ball before him. And they just let him bag it.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
No. Good job, kicker.
And he'll take this one near the 25. Call it the 26.
All right, man. He's letting kickers get off the block.
Now out comes Minnesota.
You're letting him tackle on the block.
1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
I didn't know kickers can do that. They can tackle on the block.
And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give him a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, they'll get confident.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Derek Barnett coming hard that time. He's able to run him down for a loss of 12.
Man, I can't do that when you switch the receiver to a lineman.
Huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Now
they'll throw here out of the gun. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll force upon him a 3rd and 14.
Third time. I can't do. So in the New England playbook, you can't switch something up, play in the same format. They're just gonna make the lineman go to the receiver. I didn't know that was the rule.
Alright, here we go. Green, 39.
He'll look to throw. And an incomplete pass.
But he can. Okay.
That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Yep, man.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how
we did the same exact animation twice, and you let him bag it after he was overthrown.
And they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And that will come the offense as they take over.
He literally just threw me the ball twice.
Scoreboard, second quarter in Nashville.
His DB had to learn how to come back.
A moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Now Wentz. And we'll keep you abreast of how that one shakes out. Works over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets
everybody's sitting there. Everybody took that off.
A gain of 11 to kick off the drive. It's a quick first down.
Hey. I guess.
Come on, stop this with your shit.
Wentz now on first down. Flushed out right. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll make it second down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends.
God!
And he's going to be grabbed and pulled down.
He had a free shot.
And now maybe they want some extra time to talk about this 3rd and long play as we'll get a timeout. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. From the gun, it's Wentz. They'll roll him out right. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Should have gave it to the running back, and what we did.
The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll punt it away for the second time. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. And it's taken in at the 9.
Oh, shit. 3, 2, 1.
It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Detroit!
They'll throw now on the final play. Steps away to his left. Hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. And we will skip the highlight show.
And nobody on the line getting home.
Matchup. So we've reached halftime here, and it's our visitors, the Eagles, leading this one. This will be taken to the back of the end zone.
Woo!
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Back to throw now on first down. Buying time to his left. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Jordan Hicks.
All right, man.
These guys are going to get the football.
What's the definition of somebody getting beat down the field? You let him come back to a play. Oh, I forgot. I didn't get that.
37.
Yeah. He way faster than him, dude.
There's a handoff to Ajayi to begin the drive.
Take your finger off the
turbo. 40 to the 42. Mackenzie Alexander in on the tackle.
Make it beat down the field.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run.
Somehow they let him come back to the play.
A very solid gain on that play.
Now a play fake. Wentz. He's going to rifle one deep left side.
Oh my God! So you just switch into him and get all the speed in the world?
And a great return as he's up close to the 40-yard line. Whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly.
One D is already hurt.
Between last week and this week after that.
That's the one.
I always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback.
And then you save him by letting him get a swat.
And get himself calm.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to
dude,
wind up
can't get beat in coverage no more.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Yep.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. Forced out to his left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Yep, that's what it was.
The Vikings on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries.
Nobody
here
over
it's 3rd and 3.
But somehow, one way.
Back to throw. Oh, he's got him wide open, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That'll put him at 66 receiving yards now for the game, and he's got a first down. This
they let him come out and do that for him.
10 of 17 throwing the ball. He's got a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And tough slow.
So dude can fall.
Short of the 35.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Up.
Check, Patriot!
Looking to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Able to get away. But now he's swallowed up and taken down.
I knew that was going to happen. They was going to somehow both hit me.
To sack him for a loss of 6.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
Damn! He's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion.
Oh, they play. Yeah,
from the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it a second down.
But it's tough to be a defender in today's NFL because there's so many things to account for in today's passing game, including the back sneaking out of the backfield. Not quite as bad as a Turkey Bowl where you have that center-eligible stuff, but still a lot of guys to account for.
They'll drop to throw, being chased out left. And it's caught, and he's brought down.
Carson Wentz does it.
It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets him up now 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, it was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice first down.
And they'll turn to the power game.
What? Oh, my God. All those D tackles I got, none of them hit him.
It's the fullback. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Vikings are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Nothing separating these two teams on the scoreboard as the kick's away here. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Well, partner, I have to say they called him in the right defense there. Nickel set, 5th defensive back on the field. And they love to run against that because now you typically get a bigger blocker on a smaller defender.
Yeah, because those DBs like you, they want the interception. They're not as worried about the running play, right?
Not at all. And I still remember being in school, and one of my offensive line teammates used to say, boy, I'd love to come downfield and hit you little people.
Good run there. Now Wentz throwing on second down. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
But he didn't get hurt.
It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight it is, but they're still big people.
He
used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
On first down, they run with Howard.
Go, Jordan.
They'll get it down inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. Bernardrick McKinney there to make the stop.
Well, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
On second down, here's Wentz.
I should have threw a laser. I should have just threw the laser. What I'm doing. He was open.
What he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it.
And he deflected.
He gets those shoulders right.
He was behind the play.
Come up third and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wentz now to throw.
Cameron! Oh my God! That's a touchdown! Oh, that's a touchdown!
Instead of just going for the first down, took the shot in the end zone, went for the touchdown.
And on third down,
I might have missed.
Forget about the sticks. We want 6. And Elliott puts this one through.
Damn!
They have a regained the lead.
They can't make
So
a
that's a
turnover.
7-play drive that ultimately stalls out there at the end.
And things were a little leaky in the beginning of that drive, weren't they? But how about the front 7? As they got closer to their goal line, things stiffened a little bit, forced the field goal.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Vikings. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really
so Stephon Diggs
was
can catch.
amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
I forgot Stephon Diggs can catch. Yeah.
Ball on the 30 as they come on 2nd and 10.
And then the first is that line. You need to fix this. What is the other thing y'all doing?
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Escaping the pressure right. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40.
He came from the left.
Give him 30 yards.
D-line. Where y'all at?
And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's.
Every time I'm in the middle,
what they did there.
You see, I trip where there's just somebody that blocked me every time.
He'll look to throw. Lets it fly for Treadwell. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. Dancing to his left. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. How many times do we hear that 3rd down may be the most important down in football? And there's no better example than what we just saw right there. Forced to scramble, knows where the first down marker is, dives for it, and gets it. What a big-time play, putting his body on the line.
I'm about to say, come on. Can't throw it like that.
First down there, but it's incomplete. Well, you got a young quarterback, maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Now he's coming down here with fucking
in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play.
Why would you die and then end up going?
These guys are in for 6, and the Vikings are able to strike for 6.
Wow. Okay.
Quarterback loves the receivers, but sometimes his best
Why
friend
you
is
died,
tight end.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, isn't it? Because we always talk about the guys out wide and how acrobatic they are, but that tight end, great sight lines, easier throws, they become a bigger and bigger weapon as the NFL evolves.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan base. They can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
He gets blocked and then comes back.
Got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19. Here's Wentz to throw. He finds Ajayi. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. And we return, welcoming you back to...
Oh, you ready? Hello?
Yeah.
Minneapolis. It's the Eagles behind on the scoreboard, but with the football here as we start the fourth quarter.
Yeah. I'm not eating one though. I already ate. I ate that
The Eagles
pie.
on third down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Wentz gonna throw.
Oh my!
Fires one, but incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it.
Absolutely just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet.
How the hell you miss square? How you miss square running straight? Oh my God! He threw that shit out of bounds.
This is taken at about the 14.
Oh.
Again, return there, 17 yards. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground.
Another one.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards right off the bat for the first down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast.
Just because you run to the opposite.
Nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless.
I don't see how they got blocked.
15 yards through the air and a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of
throw.
Now
he want to have his best game against me.
I can do it. It's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
He's got his man on the crossing route.
Here we go.
All the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 20.
And this bum-ass tied in. Okay.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise.
Thank you. Hey, come on, D-line.
And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Steps away to his left.
This is fake. This is fake. You cannot throw across your body. They passed that shit.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a first.
He couldn't run to one side and get in that shit.
6
Come
points
on.
here. They'll run for it with Cook. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Watch it now, Barney.
They come out here in the eye. He'll get it up the middle. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw. And that's complete to the tight end Hireman. A 4-yard pickup, not enough. 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a first down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll try and sneak it here. And I don't think he got in. He did it. He's stoned at the 1-yard line. They try the sneak, but not enough push. He doesn't get in. And this Eagle defense stands tall down near the goal line. They'll begin the drive with Howard. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
This is Howard on second down.
They're putting me in a fucking...
Up to about the 3-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup. And now they've got a 3rd down and 8.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Buying time to his left. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up 4th.
But the fans should be applauding this defense right now. It's an excellent job. They force a 3 and out.
What? It left.
Be able to set up their guys in great field position, probably near midfield or better.
Let's take it up around the 40.
Yeah. It would lag now.
A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Vikings, they'll be set up well as they take over in great field position. 1st and 10. Elsewhere in the NFL, they're in the 4th down in New Orleans. And the Lions have now taken the lead in that ball game. A win would be their first of the young season. 1st down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to go up top.
Y'all telling me I said a all-out blitz.
Falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
Terrific coverage in the end zone that time. Forced him out of the pocket to his right. I thought maybe try and run it there, but no one came open for him. Nice job by the defense.
Can we get a play?
I'm scared they even change the plays. I'm not going to do it.
They'll set up a throw. Over the middle, he's got Treadwell. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Time for a break. We're back to see what happens after this. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He finds Cook. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10
so they told me that play was
yard line. That one a backbreaker.
He won't run against me, but not these other niggas.
It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they him behind the line. And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
But at the same time, I feel like I'm not doing it. I'm telling you.
Why is he calling me?
They'll give it to him up the middle.
Wow. Okay.
And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A very valuable 9-yard pickup, and now they're set up a little better here for 3rd and goal. Well, they've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to throw here. Forced out.
No, thank you, Jesus. They're gonna cheat. Oh my God. Oh my God.
Now the Eagles
They almost gave it to
second
him
of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And barely able to knock it through. And that'll make this a 7-point game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
Back to throw. Being chased, and he can't get a throw away.
Now you don't want to throw. Now y'all don't want to block. Keep rushing 3. Come on.
If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation.
Bro, he only rushing 3. Y'all can't hold 3 people. Oh, now it's kicking. Now it's kicking.
Dancing to his left.
No! You
there, a nice hit. Jars the ball free. And brings up 3rd down. Trying to go for the big one there on second
now we
down.
get
Now
unlucky. Now we get unlucky. This dude plays the ball and he gets the hit.
Right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
The Eagles on 3rd down.
Yeah,
they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This will be 3rd and
Hike the
forever.
ball.
They'll look to throw. That's complete to Madden. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. And they pick up 75 as they convert on 3rd. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Come on, go up to the line, hike the ball.
Back to throw. And incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here. Nelson Aguilar, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Now he don't want to pass. Now he don't want to pass.
So line of scrimmage
Wow,
still
that was wide open.
On 2nd and 10.
It was green field, and he jumped.
He's back to throw.
I threw it right to you.
And that'll be incomplete.
He didn't turn around, and we dropped the ball now. His guys don't drop the ball, but we dropping the ball.
Those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take
Bruh, how many times we gonna drop the ball?
You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Flushed out right.
That's a pick.
And that will be incomplete.
We can't catch the ball.
So after all of this, it comes down to one final play.
And just think of what it's going
Carson
to
Wentz
be,
can't throw it,
because
but
from this distance, you
All
got to be
right,
prepared
I
for
knew this was gonna
everything.
fucking happen.
Hooking laterals, tip balls, you name it. A lot of laterals after a catch.
Yeah.
You just got to be prepared
Wow,
to
there's
stand
nobody in
your
the end
feet
zone.
defensively and tackle someone.
Give me one.
He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over.
Carson. Wow. We couldn't catch a fucking ball.